What people do not know is the Election Act didn't say INEC must transmit result electronically. Clark says. Why? What is this man trying to say now? What are you people reading at all? Eh? So, so Festus Okoye and Mahmoud Yakubu that actually came clearly to say that the law said they should do it and the law said it should be done. They don't know what they're saying, Abi. All these old men are the biggest problem we have in Nigeria. Who asked you to come and interpret law for us? Prior to the election, but Mahmoud Yakubu said it here in Nigeria and went to Chatham House in London and repeated it. Festus Okoye came to the front of television to tell Nigerians that it is required by law to transmit everything electronically and to use the BVS, both to do accreditation of the voters and also to transmit live vote from polling units to the IRF portal at the National Collation Center, Abuja. It is required by law. That was the video came out now. So where is this old man speaking from? This man should pack well. Tell you. So according to the Nation's newspaper, it was reported that Chief Robert Clark's son, during an interview with the Nation's correspondent, has spoken on the outcome of the Presidential Election Petition Court ruling, which dismissed the cases of Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the All Progressives Congress, APC. Now, during the interview, Clark was told that the Nigerian Constitution has empowered the INEC in the manner it has to conduct elections in compliance with the Electoral Act and before the election. INEC has said it will transmit the election result, but that didn't happen in the same cases. In some cases, as Clark was told to give his opinion on this. So while he was reacting to this, he said the Independent National Electoral Commission has been enjoined by statute to ensure that in the conduct of election, it should follow not only the statute, but to be able to follow any other rules it brings out. He said, but we should be able to follow what constitutes law and constitutes discretion. That aspect of the law you referenced only granted INEC discretion in conducting an election. That is the discretionary aspect of INEC. Now, INEC is telling us that, yes, I wanted to do it that way, but since it is my discretion, I discovered I had a hitch and I could not, because of that hitch, stop all other jobs that the Act has asked me to do. No. So he said I could not, but because of that hitch, stop all other jobs that the Act has asked me to do. Further talking, he said, under the doctrine of correctness, if you have doubt about the veracity of INEC's statement or suspect they are withholding certain information, it is incumbent upon you as a lawyer to present these facts to the tribunal. You should assert that you do not accept INEC's claims due to specific reasons, which must be meticulously detailed with particulars. These particulars form what we as lawyers refer to as pleadings, and the outcome of cases often hinges on the quality of these pleadings presented to the court. INEC may argue that it had the discretion to conduct an election, but encountered unforeseen technical issues that prevented it from proceeding as planned. But INEC has not been able to tell Nigerians till today what those technical issues were. So does it mean that they didn't do any investigation? Now, if they didn't do any investigation into what the technical issues were, how are we sure that it's not going to happen again? How are we sure that their system is still reliable to conduct elections in the future? So when Clark was asked if the excuse he gave was tenable, he said it is. He said that is the law. If it is a mandatory position, if it is part of the law that you must transmit in a particular manner and you didn't do it, that particular manner, do it that particular manner, you have to give reasons. That, however, is not the law. So what people don't know is Electoral Act didn't say INEC must transmit results electronically. No, it gives INEC the discretion to transmit to whatever way or through whatever way and manner it seems fit. or it deems fit. Can you imagine what people are twisting law? I think law itself is part of the problem we have in this country. That is the truth. Because if you just have money to then you can hire people that have influence and then they change the law for you. Another person have money to change the law for him. This old man, so Festus Okoye should then be sued for deceiving Nigerians. This is an integrity issue. You came to convince Nigerians that you have a BVAS, you have an RF portal, you have a central database, and how you are going to conduct the election. And people, because of that, you were trying to create some kind of confidence in the mind of people that the introduction of electoral system by the Electoral Act 2022 into the electoral system will, help to conduct a more credible election than the ones previously done. And people came out on that note to participate in the election, only for you to disappoint them, subvert them, and could not uphold the promise you made, and now you are coming to defend it using law. Even Festus Okoye said it in his video that it is required by law. So does it mean that he did not understand the law before he came to talk about it? And then when he presented all of this before the tribunal, they trashed everything and you expect peace to reign. All right. So there are a few comments here. People are reacting to what Chief Clark has just said. And someone said the truth is bitter, especially to disobedient children. You must tell them what they want to hear. Can you imagine? I wonder, and they claim to be fighting for better Nigeria. These people are just talking their own. I think the blame should be to your corrupt journalism that knows the truth but decided to write contrary to deceive lazy people that refuse to think or reason. Can you imagine? That electoral law is dead on arrival, for it gives the Inec the chance to manipulate the election in favor of its candidate. Our lawmakers are useless. They make law that create loophole for it. How they make law and then create loophole for it. The National Assembly elections done together with presidential elections were transmitted electronically, but INEC refused to transmit the presidential because it went to favor Tinubu, who should have lost. It is unfortunate for our democracy, and some people are being wounded by such dubious act. It's quite unfortunate. And that age, instead of looking for a place in heaven, he is still running after sin, a shameless old man. That is it. Exactly my thought. These people are in fraternity with the devil and can never change no matter what. Exactly. Then why those requests for such amount of money to conduct an election? The money that should have been used for other important things, when we know that the result can be written with a pen in a black and white paper. Why all the waste of money that we don't even have? In fact, why even making the promises in the first place over the media? You shouldn't have done that. Wait, Electoral Act aside, okay? In a country marred by election malpractices, is it out of place to do the right thing? For the country, is it rocket science to know that transmitting result would lead to less malpractice? That is it. We voted for our right candidate because the same high neck promised to count and transmit our vote electronically. Or did they fool us with their fake promises? That is the question. So somebody is telling him he an old idiot, you man taking rubbish. Yes, now. So the thing here is that this man is just coming here to talk like they are in a cult, they are in a fraternity, so they must defend themselves, whether old or young. That is the thing. People just come here to insult themselves, whether that is their own. So it's quite unfortunate that INEC deceived Nigerians because of money. I'm sure Mahmoud Yakubu, time will tell. He will confess how much he was paid to do this dirty job. So this old man that is talking what he's talking should better go and sleep. He has a tired, go and sleep and stop coming here to deceive Nigerians. Don't interpret law, because you are part of the problem of this country, interpreting laws upside down. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment on this matter.